Bihari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamutirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. So we are in the glorious second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So 2.1.0, the invocation of second canto starts with Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, Om, O my Lord, Namaha, my respectful obeisances unto you, Bhagavate, unto the personality of Godhead, Vasudevaya, unto the Lord Krishna, the son of Vasudeva. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation, O my Lord, the all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Purport, maybe I'll summarize. So, welcome you all for this morning session, and today is very significant day of getting into the second big Maha canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the glorious Srimad Bhagavatam. Successfully we completed the first canto and we got so many realization, so many inputs. We got it from the canto, philosophically, logically, scientifically, psychologically, at the same time, spiritually. So many inputs we can see before starting Bhagavatam and after completing first canto of Bhagavatam, how much the progress happened inside of us. You can measure that because Bhagavatam is non-different from Krishna. Sanatan Goswami is saying Srimad Bhagavatam is non-different from Krishna. So every day accessing Krishna in the form of a book, Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, is actually directly approaching Krishna. How the Lord in the form of name, the Lord in the form of deity, the Lord in the form of scripture is Srimad Bhagavatam. I hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yes,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So the grantha which we have in our hand every morning you cannot think as normal book. Because Prabhupada said, if you simply keep Srimad Bhagavatam in your house, then your house will be purified, the person will be purified first of all, and the person who associate with others, like family members, they will get purified, and the scripture, Grantham, Bhagavatam, where it is placed, that place will be purified simply keeping this. Prabhupada said this in one lecture of Srimad Bhagavatam. And what to speak of, take it and opening it and read it. Prabhupada said, you go back to Godhead. If you open and read Srimad Bhagavatam, understand that the mood, what way our devotees in the characters inside the Bhagavatam, what they are trying to teach us, if you introspect it, if you trying to understand it and trying to apply that in your practical life, then definitely going back to God is for sure for us. Prabhupada said in that note only. It is not like I'm simply taking reading and I'll go back to God. Reading means reading, deliberating, getting self realization, practice it, putting into our practical life, apply it, then get bliss of practicing that same what you read it from the Srimad Bhagavatam. That give you bliss. By doing this blissful Krishna consciousness, we will go back to Godhead. Simple. As simple as that. So, Srimad Bhagavatam is such a wonderful grantha. So we successfully completed the first canto and we are entering into second canto by chanting this Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So this Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya is actually Brahma Bija mantra. This mantra you cannot get it easily unless otherwise we are qualified. There are the times these mantras should not be chanted out because it's containing Om, it containing don't chant loudly. But by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, our Guru Parampara, we are able to chant this before every Bhagavatam session and we are able to hear, chance to hear this Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya because the translation, the glories of chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Prabhupada given in a purport very nicely that one can achieve all the good results of charity. Prabhupada is saying, whatever charity you want to give to the people, pious people, Brahmana, that you will get it by simply chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And whatever penances and austerity if you are trying to do, that also you can get it by chanting this mantra. Because Om is addressing about the all-pervading nature of Krishna, and Bhagavate, you are addressing Krishna as a person, and who is that person? He is the son of Vasudev and Devaki, especially Vasudev here it's mentioned. The son of Vasudev is Vasudev. It's none other than Vasudeva Krishna. So no extra interpretation in that. You can take it as it is. No need to understand, oh, Vasudevaya Nama means maybe Sankarshana, Chaturviga of Vishnu. No, nothing doing. Vasudeva means is son of Vasudeva. Simple. Okay. So Prabhupada is going to say that he gives small description about the first canto, what and all we go through, and second canto, what and all we are going to through. That both the things he explained in the purport. We discussed about widely about Srimad Bhagavatam, the glories of remembering Krishna, chanting the holy name of Krishna, and the Mahabharata portion of Srimad Bhagavatam. And from that, how Parikshit Maharaj is feeling that I am in a glorious parampara. Everything is in that first canto. So the second canto is talking about the next level of material cosmic manifestation, how the Mahat Tattva is functioning, how the creation, after creation, what and all things happen. That elaborately explained by Sukadeva Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj in second canto. That's what this whole canto named as the cosmic manifestation. So in that, the chapter 1 is titled as the first step in God realization. So this is the first step. What it's going to teach us, we will see. Okay. I'll keep it as surprise only. Our devotees will reveal each and every sloka comes. Our devotee will reveal what is the first step of in God realization. So then he's just talking about the last few chapters of the first canto, and finally he's just telling that Sukadeva Goswami welcomed uh, the suggestion and said that because you have raised a question about Krishna, your question is most glorious. That translation of the first verse is as follows. All the questions he asked in the last canto, last slokas, few slokas, 37, 38, 39, 40, I think. So that we are going to discuss now. Though I got this wonderful opportunity by His Grace Mathurapati Prabhu to start this chapter, I try to justify this to discuss something very valuably for you all. It helps us to grow in spiritual life, progress in spiritual life. Okay? Okay. So, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 1, and Text 1. श्रीशुक उवाच वरीयान् एष ते प्रश्नः कृतो लोकहितं नृपा आत्मवित्सम्मतः पुंसां श्रोतव्यादिषु यः परः. The sloka is telling that after discussion, after Parikshit Maharaj question, Sukadeva Goswami started to speak. So he's just glorifying Sukadeva Goswami about Parikshit Maharaj, about the questions of Parikshit Maharaj. So that is the first sloka goes. So sloka start in the canto itself glorifying a devotee. These are all the inner thread you have to see. So it is starts with glorification of a devotee. By whom? By the another devotee. So this is how we have to live in Krishna centric life. Glorifying another devotee and each other devotee is very, very important when you are in the association of devotees. So what he is glorifying, we'll see that. Translation. Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, My dear king, your question is glorious because it is very beneficial to all kinds of people. The answer to this question is the prime subject matter for hearing, and it is approved by all transcendentalists. ॐ अज्ञानातिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्. नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Yes. So we are dwelling into second canto. The sloka starts by Sukadeva Goswami telling about the dear king, your question is glorious. So, what we can derive from this? Prabhupada is always says that questioning is very important. Even I am telling something, you can question me. That is the way Prabhupada is given training to his disciples. So don't blindly believe everything without Guru Sadhu Shastric reference. So if Guru says check Shastras and make it clear. And if Sadhu says check with Guru and Shastra. If you are reading the Shastra, check with Guru and Sadhu that whether it is how can I understand this. So this Guru Sadhu Shastra, it's very much important of understanding the philosophical subject matter, spiritual subject matter. If nothing is in line with this three Guru Sadhu Shastra, then it is simply mental concoction and speculation only, material speculation. So it's very clear that doubting, more than doubting, I can put it in this way, questioning. Doubting is something else which you don't have faith. But questioning of something, it is actually increase your curiosity to learn about the subject matter. So here, how many of you remember the Parikshit Maharaj is telling that, asking that, what and all I can do for my perfection in this life. Since I'm going to die, please explain me what to do. So what to do also is there, and what not to do also is asking. So what are all the things Parikshit Maharaj is asking? What to hear, what to chant, what to worship, right? And what, what to remember and what to worship, then what not to do. These are all the questions he is asking. So this question is looks very general, and Parikshit Maharaj is asking not only for him, he is just thinking of everyone who is in the stage of being human form of life. Anyway, one day we are all going through the day of death. But the thing is, Parikshit Maharaj, he knows that date of death, but we don't know what is our date of death. We know our date of birth, but date of death we don't know. But date of death, Parikshit Maharaj in his hands. So now he is functioning very intelligently. But we are in the bad situation. At least Parikshit Maharaj knows that date of death he knows. But for us, there is no, we don't know what is date of our death. So we should be very much cautious. And the Grantha is in our hand. Read it, understand it, check with your guru, and trying to realize that what Bhagavatam is trying to say us, and practice it, liberate from this material world. That's what within 7 days, Parikshit Maharaj, it happens. The same thing, it happens for us also. There are place still in Kerala, if you, those days it's in Kashmir, there is a place of this Bhagavatam recitation. If somebody is going to die, there is a place called Parikshit stone. They will make them to sit on the stone, and this in and around all the people, all the sages, they sit and read Bhagavatam 7 days. And the seventh day, correctly, the person will die. Exactly on seventh day, on the last canto, the person will die. This all happened recently. And in Kerala also there is a place, they do this same procedure. All the Brahmanas, they sit together, and the person who wants to hear Bhagavatam at his last stage, he will be in the center and they will narrate Srimad Bhagavatam. So he has that much potency. Bhagavatam has that much powerful grantha. When you access it, when you touch it, when you keep it, when you read it, when you understand it by the senior devotees' inputs and try to practice it, you are going back to Godhead is for sure. So no need to worry. Maybe I am not pure. I am not qualified. How can I go back to Godhead? I take so many of lifetime. Prabhupada says 1 minute, right? 1 minute. If you want to surrender to Krishna, read Bhagavatam, understand this instruction, and also follow that, you will also achieve. That is the motivation Grantha is giving, especially Srimad Bhagavatam, the glories of devotees. Bhagavatam is full of glories about the devotees of the Lord, not only the glories of the Lord. All other Grantha is talking about if you take Narsingha Puran, if you take Vishnu Puran, it glorifies the particular Devata. It may be Devi Puranam, it may be Shiva Puranam. All these things is specifically glorifying one demigod, or Devata, or Vishnu, even Narayana, or Krishna. But there is only one Grantham is talking about the devotees' glories, or the devotees who are dedicated their life for Krishna Seva is Srimad Bhagavatam. In all the Puranas, you will find this Krishna devotees is topmost. It is there. Vyasadeva kept the secret in all Granthas. Even if you take Vishnu Purana, if you take Narsingha Purana, if you take Padma Purana, if you take Brahmanda Purana, if you take Bhavishya Purana, even it is there. So no need to worry that whether we are practicing something very bad things, means, we, we don't keep that. That's what every questioning is very important.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Now it's audible.
Yeah, can you switch off your video so that your
Now
bandwidth can
audible.
Yes, Prabhu,
audible?
audible, but the bandwidth
Sometimes
is
it
low.
is
So
slow.
now and then we're missing a few seconds. So if you can switch off your video for the rest, maybe we can hear it continuously.
Yes, bro. Sorry, bro. Thank you. Okay. So the discussion here is Vyasadeva, he himself is a devotee as well as his Amsha of Lord Vishnu. He is keeping the secret, the hidden secret in all the Puranas, all the Upanishads, that practicing devotional service is very much encourageable, encouraged by the devotee, Lord Vyasadeva. So, what we can learn from this is reading Srimad Bhagavatam is very much important, and it is more than important is questioning about what you read from Srimad Bhagavatam, because we are not at elevated in the stage of understanding Srimad Bhagavatam without some guidance. We need somebody to not very simple way it came. There are people, they put their whole life into it to bring to access this Bhagavatam very easily nowadays. But there are days to get one copy of Srimad Bhagavatam, the person has to go and find, like the person is from Kanchipuram, Tamil Nadu, they have to go to Kashmir and get the one copy of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is written in the palm leaves, and he has to have a very less time. He has to come back. Sometimes we don't know how he may not come back to his own place because the traveling, everything is very difficult those days. And he will read it, they memorize it, and if he has that potency, the palm leaves, he will write it and get it back. So it is not like a printing, giving Xerox machine and get it. It's like you have to sit and write every word as it is from the old copy to your copy. And in one palm leaf, they will written some minimum of 500 to 1000 slokas. So it is like a very, very difficult job to get one grantha, to read one grantha. So that's what these kind of Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. There are days Om Namo Bhagavate Narayanaya is not chanted loudly. After Ramanujacharya's descent to our level and giving this Bija mantra, Dvaya mantra, then we got this holy name. You see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's contribution, chant Hare Krishna. Nothing doing in this Kali Yuga because Kali Yuga is a only place, is a glorious Yuga. You can create a religion of chanting. There is no other religion will help you. Religion of chanting will help you to become perfect in your life and liberate yourself in from this material bondage. So I read it in Sri Namamrita, the nectar of holy name. In that it's clearly mentioned. It is a chanting religion. I like the word, the religion of chanting. So any religion who's chanting the glories of the Lord, the name of the Lord, they can attain the perfection because religion is a path to achieve Krishna. If not something which is not taking us to Krishna, then what is the use? So to know that you have to have a questioning. You have to have a questioning mentality. So usually His Holiness Bhaktivinoda Swami Maharaj says, questioning is a sign of intelligence. Questioning is a sign of intelligence. So always question. It increase your imagination world that okay, you can it will broad your mind, you broad your open up your heart and put accommodate everything. So questioning about everything is very, very important. In Bhagavad Gita also is telling inquisitiveness. One's inquisitiveness will bring towards Krishna. Krishna says 4 kinds of people they attain me. So in that the first and foremost is inquisitiveness. So questioning is a kind of important thing. So here it is mentioned even the very question is so nice that it is the best subject matter of hearing. So simply by such questioning and hearing, one can achieve the highest perfectional stage of life. So questioning about what you heard is very important. So those days it is hearing because those days the Shruti Marga was there. People hear from Guru and they will keep it 100%. But the Kali Yuga people are completely manda. So they don't remember all these things. So we got the Shruti from Shruti to Smriti format, which is written format. So we have to return it, take it notes from them, and we can do it on regular basis. So that's what we have Grantha in written format. It's called Smriti. Shruti means sound vibration. You can hear it from Krishna, Guru, and you are repeating the same to your when you are becoming Guru to your disciples. But Smriti is that something which is already spoken. It is written in the document format. You can read it, access it, and that you can teach it to others, and you can practice it your own. So that is the way the question answer is very important. So questioning is very important. Even Sukadev Goswami is glorified about the questioning. Prabhupada wants everyone to be independently thoughtful by asking questions, understand things very nicely. Unless otherwise, Tadvidhi Pranipat Pariprashnana is not happening, Upadesha will not happen. There is Tadvidhi. If you want to learn something, you should become humble, Pranipat. Then doing seva, pariprashnena sevaya, then you ask humbly your question to your guru. When you're not doing these 3 things, upadeshanti degnanam will not happen. So if you want to get some upadesha from your guru, questioning, being humble, and do seva. So I'll stop here, and many things can be discussed in this. So I just touched since time constraint. So I'm happy to get this chance to start Srimad Bhagavatam second canto. Will be very grateful and to Madrapati Prabhu, to giving me this chance to start the second canto, and as well as thank you all devotees who are spending their time for Srimad Bhagavatam, spending first canto, whole first canto, understanding it and keeping it in our daily progress of Krishna consciousness. So I thank each and everyone who are assembled here, and I thank everyone who's reading Srimad Bhagavatam, and I request everyone to read Srimad Bhagavatam every day. That's what it's called, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. We are chanting, right? Nityam Bhagavata Seva should be going on. So then our going back to Godhead will be for sure. Hare Krishna, Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srimad Bhagavatam second canto ki, Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna. If you have any question, comments, please go ahead.